I'm looking to get my business going, and I was trying to have as little startup cost as possible. Is it a good idea to look for a cheaper policy now and then change it later once I'm established?
The short answer, again, is no. It's usually not going to be the best idea for you. And I guess that brings us up kind of to theme number 2 is gaps in coverage. There are things on the back end of that policy that may be restricted, excluded, not covered. You know, going with a cut rate at the very beginning, it really could open you up for some liability.
I'll use a very specific example with, say, like a roofer. So, and I've talked to a lot of roofers, and I have a couple of different policies that I can quote for a roofer based on what kind of roofing they do. You know, because you have two main kinds of roofing.
Different needs.
Yeah, you got residential roofing and commercial roofing, and then there's differences there. So there can be a policy that is a significant reduction in cost for a roofer, but it's going to exclude hot tar and fire, which is a big risk for a commercial roofer.
For commercial roofs.
Because a lot of times they're working with tar, they have torches, and they could start a fire.
Open roof exclusions.
Right, open roof exclusions as well. So, I could get a cutthroat policy, real cheap for a roofer, and it's not going to cover those things. And then if something happens, guess what? It's not going to pay for it. Or I can get a better quality policy that's going to cover those things, and it's going to cost more money. And that's just how that works. I mean, going with the cheapest, you're losing something. I mean, if you've ever bought anything and you're looking at it, it almost applies to everything. I mean, no matter what you're buying, if you're buying something and you're like, ooh, I'm going to get that version, it's really cheap. There's a reason it's really cheap.
And that's not to say that the most expensive is the best option for you either. If you're a small business, we're definitely not advocating for buying the, Rolls Royce of insurance policies if you don't need it. We're definitely, that's again, what we're here for, is to find that sweet spot, that middle ground, that perfect policy for your needs. Where if you are a bigger company, you may need a bigger policy. And if you are a very small company, you definitely may not want the cheapest, but we're going to find you exactly the perfect. It's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, the exact perfect insurance for you.